What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about VinFast, ticker is VFS. I want to go over some of the data points, what's happening with it today, and everything that you need to know. But first, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So currently it is up 10.65%, a lot of volatility. So $16 is the low for today. So we know that is a fair amount of support, and $18.89 is the high. A lot of good volume today. So 1.6 million shares being traded, 2.2 is the average. And in my opinion, who isn't a financial advisor, of course, I do feel that a lot of the volume today is attributed to a lot of institutions increasing and making brand new positions in VinFast. Because of course, with this company just brand new on the NASDAQ, then a lot of them technically needed to buy for their ETFs and stuff like that. So I feel it's kind of correlated as far as that goes. But on a side note, like I said on my last video, you just need to be very, very cautious, because I do feel realistically $67 is a good buying opportunity. But still, even when I did that video, a lot of people said that $2, $3 is where it's at. So there's going to be a lot of volatility, and you can kind of tell that based on some of the fib levels right here. It is very, very spread out right here. So all over the place, and $38.78 is the high, all-time high for VinFast. So you never know, it does and could go up. It's what the market deems as necessary. But of course, anything could essentially happen. At the time of doing this video, there hasn't been any press releases. As far as SEC filings, there was a Form 25 that was submitted, and that's for the most part just passing the torch from 𝗪𝗧𝗪 to VinFast. So kind of good stuff as far as that. When it comes to it, I did bring this up during my last video on how the PS ratio is currently 65.2. So you are paying a pretty substantial premium on VinFast. But when it comes down to this component, because as of right now, I do believe that there is some PR that stated 11,000 or just over 11,000 vehicles have been produced in the first half of 2023, but it does have the capacity for up to 300,000. So I do feel that based on people buying right now is factoring in the future income, because of course looking at 65.2, and I think there was this that even came out comparing a lot of the startups. So it does have VinFast, Lucid, Tesla. I think Tesla is just here as a benchmark. There's Rivian, Polestar, and based on my last video, I did really compare VinFast and Polestar as kind of comparables, especially based on the infrastructure and what they're trying to achieve through multiple different markets and regions. But when it comes down to VinFast, I do feel that, of course, if they do produce 300,000 vehicles per year, then yeah, then this PS ratio is kind of justified. So I think that a lot of people are kind of forecasting that maybe this is why it's at these levels and not kind of tracing down. Who knows? Let me know you guys' thoughts on that in the comments below. A couple updates I just wanted to share with you. So as far as what shorts are doing, they're currently increasing 25,000 shares, 217.87 thousand shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average just popped today. So 151.42% is the average. And Ortex does look like they did update their outstanding share count. So it is currently 2.32 billion. So kind of high in that regard, especially considering as well some of their previous statements that have come out saying that they do have a lot of debt and not much cash. So that might also once again allude to potentially dilution down the line, which is kind of weird, because normally a company that did a kind of a SPAC rollout, which obviously they did through 𝗪𝗧𝗪, they kind of normally are set at least with sufficient amount of cash for at least a year and a half. They don't need to dilute. So maybe 𝗪𝗧𝗪 kind of screwed VinFast. So who knows? Again, I'm just going through some of the data points and stuff like that. As of right now, still no options. So this is a Faraday future. So no ticker or no change for VFS. So hopefully that does come out fairly soon, because I think a lot of people really like options. And of course, when it comes down to volume, or at least the exchange volume, so typically, since obviously it came to the NASDAQ, 49.56% of all the daily volume is redirected off the exchange. So of course that's kind of good, kind of bad, a little bit lower than the common average stock. But today in particular, with the heavy volume, 65.89 0.9% is being redirected off of the exchange. So I do feel the fact that it is very much up today, I feel that a lot of the selling is being redirected off of the exchange to the dark pool. Because in case you guys don't know, dark pool, whatever happens on the dark pool, it's kind of like Vegas. Whatever happens in the dark pool stays in the dark pool, so it doesn't actually affect the stock price. So depending if a market maker does want to obviously have it go up, they can just redirect a lot of the selling and big selling off exchange, keeping a lot of the buying, causing it to go up. This is kind of where manipulation comes into play, but who knows? That's a little bit more speculative maybe for this type of video early on. So let me know you guys' thoughts on VinFast. Give yourself a shout out in the comments below if you have been buying, selling. Where do you guys see VinFast going? Obviously, like I said on my last video, some people did say that it's going to $2, $3. What's your kind of take on all that? Also, I just wanted to show you guys this. Some people did send me some pictures. I believe this is from the Netherlands because I was kind of curious on what the studio did look like on the inside at least. So yeah, this looks very clean, very neat. So who knows? It's a legitimate company. I know some people were kind of questioning that behind the scenes and just saying that it's a scam and stuff like that. So it looks very clean. And again, like I mentioned, based on the stats, I'm not really a big fan of the vehicles per se, but making money, I am. So once again, you can make money on absolutely anything, even based on my video. I think when I did it, it was around $12, and with it right now at 17, 16, you can make some pretty good money. And potentially with this, even if it does go back up to $40, which is kind of high, but you never know. If it does go back there, you can make some pretty good money. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing, take advantage of amazing promos, and that is with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Completely free to sign up for an account, but if you throw $100 at it, you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000 or could be valued up to $2,000, and you do get a $50 cash reward. So that in among itself is a crazy, crazy deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching.